Hey guys, I'm Danny and I'm thirsty for foam. Today I'm reviewing my Conquest Pro mod. Some of you may have seen it already on my Instagram. One of my favorite things here that I did was put a stock on it from a Super Soaker blaster, upside down, attached to the handle. That weird plastic thing that actually fit right there. That's actually a Busby priming handle, Busby Tech 6, I think. And so that's just kind of shoved into there, and then there's a whole bunch of ugly screws underneath that tape. So my tape was my janky cover-up of all the screw work that I did. And basically I have screws drilled in straight through here, straight through this little opening here at the bottom of the handle, filled in with some hot glue, kind of like cement and rebar with the screws in there. And you know, it's pretty solid. It's not going anywhere, to be honest. I have more flex in the shell than I do on the stock point, since with all the screws and the hot glue. So don't be afraid of screws and hot glue, guys. Anyways, everybody probably knows who follows me that I hate painting. So no, I know hate's a strong word, but I really don't like the process of sanding and the patience and making sure that it's dry before you touch it, which is what I normally ruin. But anyways, I picked up some paint markers. They're just the regular Sharpie paint markers. You can pick up just about anywhere, Walmart, Target, or wherever. But it allowed me to do some, some line work on the shell. I don't know if you can see the gold there, that I just kind of followed some of the regular shell lines. I switched it up and did silver when I wanted to. On the Adventure, I did white, and then gold on the Force. And I loved it. I was able to do the wiring in different colors. And I don't know if you can see the little silver on the grill in the background behind that black cover piece. But anything that I can try to detail, even the front, and try to detail up, and just try to, do anything than just a plain stock blaster shell. Because I thought, this modification, after I saw what it performed, I felt deserved it. Even a little Z, I like to just everything. Anyways, it's shooting about 195. I haven't seen it hit a 200. I think I've seen it hit a 199. I got some darts loaded up, so we're going to chronograph it right now. What do I have in it? So I have a K25 spring in it that is about a coil and a half longer than the stock spring. Any of you that need to store springs, by the way, I would wrap something around it. This is like out of darts envelope packaging that I used, and then just wrap some tape around it and write on it, and then you can throw the springs in a box and they'll stay separated instead of binding and twirling into each other and getting tangled. Oh yeah, the Sharpie markers I used that I can't really recommend, because I've heard there are better options out there. Like if you go to the hobby stores, like craft stores like Michael's, I know they have some specialized Japanese style pens that are meant for decorating like shoes and handbags and other sorts of things that are real permanent, and I think streakless, bleedless. I think they're better markers. They might be a little more expensive, but I can't remember the name. But if anybody knows, leave it in the comments below, and then I would probably purchase those, because that's what I've seen a lot of recommendations for. But anyways, the barrel length, I think it's just a shade under 10 inches. It might be 9.8 inches. I think that's what I had left of a Kuriaka barrel 13 millimeter. I have the foam demic scar, which actually is, man, I'm having a tough toss up between this, and I also like the France Foamworks scar as well, or Rifle Chuck, as he would say. It actually drives him nuts, I think, if you call it a scar. So Rifle Chuck from France Foamworks, that one is really nice. I have that on a Knockout that's modded, and I ordered 2 more, so I can't wait till they get here. So I'm going to replace some of my Accuratio scar barrels. To be honest, I'm finding that the other 2 options I just named are just more accurate in general, at least testing at like 60 feet, But anyways, we got the chronograph. We got a little dart catch that you probably can't see. Choose a little different camera angle today. Let's go ahead and load up the first one. As you can see, I'll show you, I got no readings on there right now. I don't know if you can see it. We'll see, hopefully the camera picks up that camera color. Let's see what we get, number one. Ooh, 166. Maybe that was a really bad used darts. I am using some really used darts. That's the lowest rating I've ever seen. Maybe I hit the side, who knows? Ooh, no. It really is reading really low. I got 169 on that one. 184. Maybe she needs to be warmed up. We'll see. Could need more lube. I do shoot this one fairly often. 173. Wow. Definitely not performing what I'm used to, but 183. Nonetheless, it could be the used darts. 177. And I try to pick out the least abused ones out of my used dart pile, but 169. This is definitely not reading up to par what I'm used to at reading. 179. So yeah, definitely need to be maybe lubed up. That's about what I'm getting out of it. Of course, the numbers are probably reversed on the video. Oh. So, anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 rounds left. I don't know if I can turn this camera where maybe y'all can see the target. That's too much. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to be aiming. There's a can actually in there. And you'll probably hear it if I do hit it. Yep. I mean, of course, I'm only like 30 feet away, but there it is again. I mean, it's pretty consistent. Ooh, just a little bit under. And again. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with the performance overall, with the accuracy. It's reading a little low. Maybe it needs new lube from me, you know, firing at rodents that are pests in my yard or woodpeckers on my house. Sorry, PETA, don't come after me, but you know, the Nerf darts, to be honest, don't hurt them at that range. So, but hopefully it's a deterrent to keep them away from the house. Anyways, I'm digressing. I think that's about it. I mean, that's my Conquest Pro. I love the old school orange sling I got on it that I found for, I don't know, 50 cents at Goodwill Outlet. Very good find. I had one already. I think my son had, but you know, I needed one for myself for my Conquest Pro. But what else can I say? Oh, I did do a mag release. I almost forgot here. That comes from a pullback and a double strike, I believe is what it was. And it works pretty good. Basically, I drilled a screw. I don't know if y'all can see that. Well, probably not from the lighting. But there's a screw going in straight through the back of it into the button, holding it in. And maybe a little super glue dab to make sure it doesn't fall out. Kind of like Loctite, but I use super glue instead. But yeah, you can cram more K25. I've seen people get this thing up to like, I don't know, 230s, maybe more. I don't know how long that'll last you, just because the spring will compress over time. K25 seems to be the diameter that is magical for fit in this plunger tube. Long shot is just a little bit, a hair too big, and K26 is just not gonna compress to do anything, to be honest. And I think it might be too narrow to fit under the plunger step. But yeah, I think that's all I got. You know, not much for video editing once again. It's just a once a go. I actually gotta go to work pretty soon. But I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. and I'll see you on the next one.